Like a heat wave, burning like a heat wave. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this episode of G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Sorry, I got carried away there a little bit. Yeah, it's only 100 degrees, but only 9% humidity. It's a dry heat. That 17 mile an hour you saw on the wind there was a dust devil that shot by here a little while ago. Luckily, it went that side of the cabin because I got clothes in the dryer. And been outside getting things done because the heat wave prediction is from Monday to Friday. They're looking at temperatures from 105 to 112, I think it was. That usually means that we could see 114, 115. But what the heck? It's the desert. You're supposed to expect stuff like that. Anyway, tomorrow, I ran out of time today because I had a lot to do. But tomorrow I'm going to be taking the solar panel off of here and see if I can't make a little rack for it with a post to stick in the ground right over here. I got to kind of figure it out because I'm thinking I still may put a gazebo around this, but with the price of lumber, I don't think I'll be able to afford that right now. So temporarily, I'm going to make a stand that's sturdy enough to hold that 100-watt solar panel so that it keeps my batteries charged, or my battery charged, so that I can run my pump. I have a solar pump that hooks up to the filter and circulates the water. In the meantime, I have a submersible fountain pump that's sitting down inside the tank, and I can plug it in right over there against the wall. And that's actually the pump that I used to use for that cactus hydroponics. Boy, that word escaped me. Anyway, yeah, I've been outside here, got a whole bunch of stuff done. I got water transferred into those two totes over there, so I have plenty to keep the garden wet and lubricated through the heat wave. You can see I've taken some water off of that one over there. I actually put a temporary fitting on the bottom to connect the garden hose to it, and that big garden hose used to be coiled up right here is now coiled up down there, and I used that today to water the mulberry trees because that poor little one right there was looking really sad and wilted. So I really soaked them down good with probably about 20 gallons of water each, so that should keep them going for a while, and I'll water them again if the heat wave gets up too hot. I got to get my solar panels cleaned off. I didn't even run the air conditioner today, just the ceiling fans, because it's not really hot. It's at 100 degrees is people think, oh, that's hot. Well, people that think that's hot are people that live in humid climates. And yeah, 100 degrees with 90% relative humidity, that's going to feel like you have gone to Satan. But with a 9% humidity, the 100 degrees is kind of tricky. You got to watch yourself because, like me, I'm out here wearing shorts and flip-flops and no shirt. And I'm sure I got some sun on my shoulders today because I've been out here since sunup. Just a beautiful day. Slept well last night. I got down to the low 60s, just as comfortable as could be. So I'm going to be going to, as a matter of fact, why don't we walk over here right now so I don't forget. I'm going to be having to fill up this bird feeder. The birds have pretty much got it all the way down to the point where they can't get their heads in there anymore and get to any more seed. So I'll refill that for them. It kind of keeps them out of my chicken feed. And that's a money saver right there. So the van's up here because one of the other things I want to do is unload a bunch of stuff out of it. And if it's way too hot, I'll set up my box fan inside of the containers, blowing the hot air out, and I'll work on getting things organized in here a little bit, as that's all got to get done. As I got to get this organized. This is really bothering me. You know, get started on something and then move on to something else. I finally put the power jack inverter back together again, so that's all ready to get wrapped up and boxed up and put away. And it'll be sitting on a shelf for when I finally build my little guest house, and that will power the power in the guest house. So they'll be on a completely separate power system from my main cabin. I don't have to worry about people running the electricity all night long. Speaking of that, the thing in the heat wave, they're already warning about rolling blackouts on the electricity because of overusage, with everybody's going to be running air conditioners, because this heat wave is not just for here in the desert. It's covering most of California. I mean, inland and all the way out to the ocean. It's they're all under either a heat warning or a heat watch, one of the two. So it's going to be hot. People are going to be running air conditioners at super max, and they'll be rolling blackouts. And the people that have battery backups on their solar down in the cities, they're the ones that are going to be the happy ones, the ones with Tesla battery packs and things like that, because even when the power goes out, they keep their power on. But the older setups with solar, they all have an automatic disconnect at the panel. So if the power goes down, their solar is disconnected at the panel and it doesn't run through the house. That way it doesn't backfeed through the wires. And if any technicians are working on the poles and stuff, they won't get electrocuted. So anyway, I don't worry about that because I'm off-grid. And off-grid means there is no electrical wires coming in here. So they can have all the rolling brownouts and blackouts they want. My power stays on. That's the good thing about this. Anyway, you can see that there's not enough wind to really do anything, just a light breeze. I'm going to get my laundry in and folded and get it out of here. I'm definitely going to want to work on getting that tote-cuzzi ready so I can climb in that starting tomorrow, and do a soaker in that, get cooled off. That'll save me some shower water, and I'll be starting to use the outdoor shower now that it's nice and warm out. I was hoping to be able to catch a glimpse of Tomcat for everybody today, but he was out earlier this morning. He was laying underneath the coop over there in the shade, just relaxing, nice and cool. He kind of disappears during the day now. I don't know where he goes, but he's always back every night, goes inside and sleeps in his condo. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Don't forget, thumbs up down there. Don't forget questions and comments down there. This is G Bear, thanking you for being there every day, and signing off.